Don't forget the ads feed the ducks. And all the ducks that we raised this year we're donating to the local food banks. If you want to help out, 50ducksonhottub.com. Below the video there's a link. You can make monthly donations, you can make a one-time donation, or you can pick yourself up one of these t-shirts and support the duck adventure. Give to charity this year.
Good morning everybody and welcome to the Duck Adventure for July the 7th. And I'm trying to get you a shot. Look at the little cutie right there. It looks like there's about 7 I can see so far that have hatched. There's this tree here's got 4 in it alone. Look at them back there. So we've got action this morning here. Unfortunately we're fogged up, but we got little ones. One little guy, I can see him so well, but I don't know if he's turning out well in the viewfinder or not here, because it's really early, guys. It's only about 5:15, but they're another hatch. So thankfully I cleaned out the back of the barn last night, or yesterday I should say, and I can get it set up today. And more ducklings. I decided to change the water in the pen here this morning because someone just told me that it was really dirty, and I can't believe the activity in here. These ducks they're something else. I was standing here filling the water up, rinsing out the water, the drinking fountain down here, and the ducks are it's like they don't sleep. And of course they get quiet as soon as I get the camera out. Look at that big goose. Well, he's a little goose, but he's going to be a big one. And, you know, ducks in cold water. They just gotta have their cold water. I don't know what it is. But I had to change the water because there was 2 ducks inside there playing. Because right now the adolescents, or the preteens I should say, can get in there. I guess that's what you'd call ducks in a row. Look at that. Oh, they're in the bathtub here. They cold water, fresh cold water. Yes, please. Well, the sun's just about to come up. It's going to be a hot day. I just know it. You can tell because right now it's absolutely beautiful out. It feels, I don't know what the temperature is, but it's got to be about 23, 24 degrees. But it's for 5:30 in the morning, you know, guys. This is summer. This is what summer is all about. What a beautiful day, guys. It's going to be a scorcher today. It's time to let the ducks out. Oh, okay, there's something. You know, last night I couldn't find the Muscovies, and I see that I only see 3. Oh no, they're inside. I keep getting these 10 Muscovies keep disappearing on me. Oh, they're all here. All right. Oh yes, I forgot. I didn't forget. I've had this a person, and her name's Jessica. Jessica, you sent me a package, and it's been sitting beside my door, and I've been so busy here with the Duck Adventure, and I just haven't had time to deal with it. And I knew what was in it, and I wanted to find the right place for it, and I found the right place for it. So that right there is from Jessica, and extreme caution because the attack duck security company Look at them. They're all, look at this, they're all at the door. Or the gate, I should say. Look at this. Alright, well, it's time to open up. Oh, guys, okay, look at this. This duck with the deformed bill. Look at that. That is one bizarre looking duck. But it's growing. That's crazy looking, actually. All right. Okay, I'm going to open up the big gate, guys. I don't like the look of this. The little ducks are among them. I don't want amongst them. I don't want the, you know, did I turn it off? No, I didn't turn the fence off. Ooh, that would have been close. My luck, I would have touched the wire. Okay, I'm going to open up the big gate. I didn't like the looks of that. The little ducks are, the little Muscovies are walking around the ducks, so I don't want to have a stampede at the gate with the little ones. Little Muscovy, I didn't like that looks like it was just one little bird, you know, with all those big birds. But I'm just wondering here. I'm looking. There's one right there. All right, let's go in the shed here and see if I can see the others. Oh, look at that duck! What a screwed up bill. But it's that's bizarre, man. Alright. Okay, so there's another Muscovy. Alright, who's in here? Are the rest of you in here? There's 2 there. 3 on this side. 4. Okay, there's another one. Okay, so they're in here hiding. Okay, and I see, it looks like, let's take a look here. Okay, we got a bunch of ducks in the nesting boxes here. I'm going to leave them alone. They're laying eggs. So I'm just going to let them finish, and then I'll come back and do like recon, because I want their eggs. Because it seems that they've stopped laying them around the pen. I'll just do a quick check here. They're not even laying eggs here on the nesting boxes on the side. They're all the egg laying's happening inside. Oh, the ducks are heading down to the creek here. I'm even with the heat today, guys, I'm going to do some whacking with the weed whacker. I don't care. I'll just drink lots of water. But I'm going down there today because the hatch is happening. We got a bunch of birds. I don't think I'm going to be moving any birds today, but I've got the back of the barn cleaned out, so I'm going to set it up and get it ready. It's only going to take maybe about 30 minutes to set everything up since it's already cleaned out, and we'll see what happens. But I want to get down there. Even with the heat today, I'm going to go down there and do some cutting. Well, that's the plan anyways. We'll see how it goes. It is pretty warm here right now. Like, it's only 9 a.m. and it's already 28 degrees Celsius, so it's going to be a scorcher. Actually, we'll go over and check the water situation. Okay, I'm going to change the water for these guys here. I topped up the water this morning, but I'm going to give them some fresh water. Just look at them. They spent the whole night outside, guys. I looked out the window last night and they were all outside. Nobody was inside, but then it was so nice here. Oh, look at this. Now there is a chance today where they're saying like there's a 40% chance of thunder showers, so who knows what's going to happen. Just eating my grass. You guys just keep chewing that grass for me so I don't have to cut it. Oh guys, the ducks have left me. I couldn't even get the camera fast enough to show you this. Look at this. There's maybe about 50 ducks behind me, but they've gone out of sight now. They're actually, it looks like they're headed up the creek. Actually, I'm gonna go for a walk down there. All right, I found 8 Muscovies. The other 2 are up by the house, so we still have 10 little Muscovies. Actually, no, there's, actually, whoa. There's 1 Muscovy there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, there's 1 other somewhere else here. But the Muscovy missing count, we've got it down to 9. I know I saw another one up by the house. Now the ducks are following me down to the swamp here. They're not wasting any time. Oh, little ducks. Yeah, I gotta get down here and start cutting, even in the heat today. Unless it starts pouring rain on me. I'm trying to walk on the root system here so I don't sink, because the ducks have done a phenomenal job of drilling. Believe it or not, guys, Doug's upstairs, or not upstairs, he's up at the house sleeping. The heat, he doesn't want to come outside. Well, he's outside on the back deck sleeping in the shade is actually what he's doing. Okay, this is not the place to be walking with my big camera. I should really have the pivot heads because, well, if I go in, I'm going to be holding the camera high. Oh, I forgot my hat and deer flies. It looks like the ducks have just gone straight up the creek. It's so deceiving down here walking around. You'll hit hard spots. Yep, that's what they're doing. They're heading right up the creek. Okay, we've got some ducks are back here. But look, they're heading to the lake. But they're not out to the lake. They're at the mouth of the creek, so they're not out into the bay yet. Oh, it's so awesome that they're going down here on their own. Just to give you an idea, guys, there's my kayak rack right there with the logs that I put the kayak on. So this whole area has to get cut down. That's going to be a trick. But they're going out farther, actually. Yeah, they're actually going out. I can't believe how young these. Oh, look at this! The goose brought the ducks down, the ducklings down. And these guys are only, well, they were born June the 12th. And today's what, July the 7th, so they're not even a month old. Just look at this. This is awesome that they're down here so early. Now, you know I'm going to lose some guys. It's a fact of life here. You know, it's either going to be snapping turtles, or it's going to be a hawk, or, you know, something's going to get some ducks on me, I know it. But that's the price you pay, you know, for free ranging. You want Mother Nature to help you feed your birds, you got to give Mother Nature something back, unfortunately. That's just the way it works. So, look at this. I wonder if it's the heat that's finally caused them to leave the yard. Because, you know, the water is the place to be if you want to stay cool. Okay, they've disappeared now at the lake. I can't see them up the creek anymore. Well, these young ones, though, they're having a blast down here. They're so cute. And they're so young to be down here. But you can really see the waterproofing on their down. Actually, I'll try to zoom in here just so you can see Like if you look how the water is beating off their fluff. So because these guys, you know, I gave them the kiddie pool so early, and you know they've developed the oil, they can be down here. Oh, this is awesome. And the geese are sticking with them. They're staying back here with these young ones. But I can't see any ducks up the creek now. I'll give you a shot here. They're out at the lake, or the mouth of the creek, just around the corner where you can't see from the dock. And I know if I go out in the lake, it'll, if I go out to the dock, guys, it'll spook them and they'll come back. Oh, speak of the devils, here they are right now. They've got to get a little more used to the water out there, or the open space on the water, I should say, before, you know, because if I go out in the creek, or out, oh God, I can't even talk. If I go out in the dock, it'll freak them out and they'll come right back. That's so neat. All right, I'm gonna go and do egg recon, and we'll I'll get my day underway here. There's not many ducks behind us. It looks like there's some up by the pen, and that's it. All right, there's more ducks back here than I thought there was. There's a bunch in the shade here. I guess they just don't realize that there's a cooler place to be down in the water. And then there's a bunch out front here. And then we've got this little bunch right here, which has got a goose. Look at the size of that goose. That goose is huge. That's a big male. Just the way he's growing, there's no way that's a female. But the little Muscovies are running around. Look at them. But the mother's not hanging with them anymore, guys. I've noticed like the last 3 days, they've been pretty well on their own. So what do we got there? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. There's still only 9. Where's the number 10? Is somewhere around here. Look at them. They're chasing bugs. They're bug hunting. They're so cute. But they're by themselves now. The moms have left them alone. 17 eggs in the nesting boxes. So we're getting less and less every day. What a scorcher, guys. They actually just clouded over. We've got some thunder showers coming. I can hear the rumbling in the horizon. Or off in the horizon, I should say. The horizon. I'm tired. Oh man, it's hot here today. It was 34 degrees on the north side of the building in the shade. And in the sun, well, I couldn't do anything in the sun. I've been working, I got the barn all ready. It's all, I got the nursery all set up for the hatchlings tomorrow. Right now there's about 15 that have hatched, whole bunch have pipped, and the shells this time are really, really thin. As I remember when we did the candling there, so it's like they're breaking through pretty fast. I'm quite surprised. They pip a hole, I go back a half an hour later and the end of the shell's off. So I have a hunch it's going to be a good hatch. So tomorrow morning is the morning of the 27th, and I'm going to open up the hatcher tomorrow morning, and I'll put the old Nico cam on and slash pivot heads, and I'll go through the whole batch of them, and anybody that has to be saved, we'll jump in and do our best to help them out. But I'm completely set up in the barn now, so I don't have to worry. But the ducks actually have been sleeping all day. They just woke up now with the cloud cover and the temperature dropped a little bit. A bunch of them have just headed down to the swamp. Doug's going down with them. He's been, we've had some big seagulls flying over the property here, and Doug's been going absolutely crazy. I was in the barn working, and he was just running back and forth. So this is the first time the ducks have actually woken up. They've been hiding basically in the shadows. Or the shade, I mean, shadows. Oh man, I think the heat's gotten into my brain, guys. It's been a pretty laid back day here today. A lot hotter than what the weatherman said. A lot hotter. But tomorrow's good news. It's only supposed to be 23 degrees Celsius is the high. I think it's because this cold front that's blown in with the rain, which if it's only going to be 23 when I get up tomorrow, I'm going down to the swamp to do a whack, because at 23 degrees, if that's the high, it's going to be a good day to be in the swamp cutting. So well, I'll be down there cutting plus running up here taking care of you know, in between hatchings or taking care of the hatchings. So I'm gonna have a busy day tomorrow. So I'm gonna cut this video off, guys, because I'm gonna go and do some weeding in my garden before it rains. I'm gonna take it right now. The heat's died down just enough, and it's a job that I can start. That if it does start to rain, I'm not caught out in the swamp with all the gear on, you know, cutting bulrushes down, and all fully dressed and get caught in a downpour. So my garden's making headway though. I feel good about it this year. Like I said before, I can't let it slide this year because I got nothing in my freezer. It's so hot and so humid right now that the glass isn't even fogged up. That's how hot it is in the back room and the humidity. Look at them. I'll try to give you a good shot at what's happening here. So that's the top tray. There's just a whole bunch coming out. They're busting the shells out really well, actually. I'm not touching the shells. I can see them cracking. Now this tray, oh, lights just went off. Damn. Okay, I turned on the other backup light here. So lighting sucks now because it's only the top tray you can see. But this guy, he's growing. Or he's growing, he's hatching. Oh, I'm so tired, guys. The heat sucked the life out of me today. Just look at that cute little thing. Try to give you a better view here. Just look at that. He just came out of his shell. He's tired. So we've got down here this tray, a lot of pippin action in this tray. This one's got a lot of pippin in this one. It's this hop and this guy, this tray here is a little bit fuzzy here with the glass seems to be dirty. I thought I cleaned it. I guess I didn't do that good of a job. But this tray is doing the strongest of all. But I'm going to tomorrow morning. I'll jump in and you know, check out who needs to be helped out, because I know the shells are really flaky because I'm watching them break the shells and they're really thin. Lots of shells have perforations in them, so they're started. And I think this hatch is just going a little better, honestly. I have a good feeling. I hope I'm not jinxing it, but I think it's because of the feed. This batch of eggs was true free-range ducks. They were eating next to no Laina. Well, like when I did the candling, guys, you know, you could, the eggs were so clear, you could see right through the shells. They were so thin. I had to do an intervention, guys. I took a clean tray and I took all the really fluffy ducks and put them into one tray, because what was happening in 3 different trays was the really strong ducks were using the eggs to stand on, and one of them had jumped out on me while I was standing there looking through the glass. He jumped out and fell down to the bottom of the hatcher. So they're using the eggs to use, I guess, as little step ladders to get out of the trays. So I picked all the strong ones out. So these guys are officially I guess the firstborn. Well, there's some in other trays. There's still some in the other trays, but they're not fluffed up yet. They're really a lot of vigor in the man. Holy man, they're just running around like crazy. So I just misted all the eggs again. There's some here that are just starting to fog up. Oh, look at this guy. We'll get a shot before it gets too fogged up. Coming out of his egg right now. Look at him. That's so awesome looking. But I gave the eggs another miss, so I've been doing the eggs between 3 and 4 times a day. These guys on the top, oh, they're really trying to get out. Look at that, he's got his head, he's coming up higher and higher. Oh, there's one right there. They were using the eggs to get out. It was they want out bad. Look at them. They're really strong little ducks, these ones. But of course, the first ones always born are the strongest. They're the ones that really give her. Alright, I'm gonna go weed a couple of rows in my garden. Nothing like rain to wake the ducks up. It just started pouring here. Just calmed down a little bit, but I just looked on the radar and we've got some serious rain coming here. I don't even understand why we're having this break, because according to the radar, it is pretty intense what's above us.
must be just a slight hole in the rain clouds. But the ducks were all sleeping, and as soon as the rain started, they all just woke up and run around, and they'd be standing in tension. They're so funny in the rain. And that is what's right over top of us. That dark green is like lots of water. It hasn't stopped raining, guys, and the ducks are just having, like, it's going to be hard, I think, putting them into the pen tonight, because when they're in this state of mind, they don't want to go inside. They want to run around the yard. Just look at them standing up in the rain. Look at them. They're so funny. Okay, now it's raining, but that's not enough. Let's dunk our heads in the pool. Just look at them go. They're so funny. But it's raining pretty good here. I'll show you. Look at the lake. It's coming down pretty good right now. And the ducks are loving it. Okay, the rain's coming down pretty hard here, guys, and the ducks are just running around the yard. They're all over the place, like they're scattered everywhere. Look at them just standing there. Just, oh, that one's looking up. He's got his head tilted up. Alright, camera's getting wet. Anywhere the ducks can find water that accumulates, look at them, they're bathing in the tray. Oh, they're funny. It's just pouring rain and they're looking for puddles of water to play in. Oh, ducks, they're so funny. Oh, they crack me up. Oh, okay, so this one just sat down. It's just pouring out, and they're looking for puddles. Oh, they're so... Oh, man, they're so cute. I guess that's what you call playing in the rain. Okay, the ducks are going like all over the property trying to find water to play in. I can't get out farther here because the camera will get wet. It's coming down pretty good here. Just look at this. More and more are coming over. Oh, there's a little Muscovy. Look at that little thing. You know, who says ducks need shelter? Oh yeah, they're heading out front. I guess there are better puddles out front.